ECSI fans, you want to revolutionize your sports investing habits? Allow me to tell you about WagerWire. WagerWire is an app that helps you become a superior bettor by allowing you to sync all your sports books and track all your bets in one place. See your current action, your betting history, and stats. You could also sign up for sports books and collect bonus offers. Follow them at WagerWire on X, as it's the best account on the platform. Head to App Store or Play Store now and search WagerWire and download the app.
Happy Thanksgiving and welcome back to the Extra Point. I'm Mazzi here with you. I'm happy to be here. I hope you are well. I hope the family is well. I hope you are with some loved ones today, tomorrow, and even the next day, however long you want. We are rocking here. No live zone today. I'm going solo. It's a nice day. We have a lot to talk about in football. We have been blessed with some great games on the slate for Thanksgiving Day, as well as Black Friday, Sunday, and Monday. And you got the college football on Saturday as well. We're going to start in college football, actually. We don't normally do this. We're mainly NFL, but we're hopping into it today. We're talking Travis Hunter. We're talking Travis Hunter draft stock. Okay, has it gone up? Has it gone down? Where's he at in the running? Listen, okay, when it comes down to Travis Hunter, an amazing two-way player, a cornerback that can hold his own. He reads the offenses playbook well, mostly probably because he's an offensive weapon himself at wide receiver on offense for the Colorado Buffalo. He truly is a generational talent. He can play offense and defense both insanely well to an extremely high level. There's not enough good things I can say about the kid. His on field and off the field antics are great. Hell of a person as well, from all I've seen, read, and noticed, and just how he carries himself. I think it's all around. Travis Hunter is an amazing piece in college football and going to be in the NFL. We're talking draft stock, though. Where is he ranking? You have Gentry in there. You have Shedeur Sanders. You have Cam Ward in the discussion for a top one pick in the draft. Now, there's no question to me that Travis Hunter is easy top 10 pick in this draft upcoming. Looking at the teams that are there to possibly get Travis Hunter, every single one of them can use him, whether he goes cornerback, whether he goes wide receiver, whether he chooses to go both, whether he chooses to go a whole different route. I truly think he's a moldable piece of clay at this point in time for an NFL coach. Anybody is going to want this guy on the team. I guarantee you he makes a locker room impact as well. I mean, you have 9 teams right now with 6 weeks left in the NFL with a chance to land the number 1 spot. And personally, for me, if I land the number 1 spot and I don't need a quarterback, I am taking Travis Hunter. No questions asked. He should be number 1. The only way Travis Hunter doesn't go number 1 is if the team that gets the number 1 pick needs a quarterback instead. You have the Jaguars, the Raiders, the Giants, the Patriots, the Panthers, the Titans, the Jets, and the Browns all in the race with 1 or 2 games. The Jags, Raiders, Giants have 2 wins. Patriots, Panthers, Titans, Jets, Browns all have 3 wins with 5 to 6 games respectively left in the season for them. Browns need quarterbacks. I don't know. Jameis Winston's great and all. I love the talk, but is he a quarterback to move forward with? Titans need a quarterback as well. Patriots, fine. Panthers, I don't know what you want to do over there. Giants, yeah, they might be in looking for a quarterback. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, great picks in that aspect. But when it comes down to Travis Hunter, I think a great spot for him would be the New England Patriots, would possibly even be those New York Jets if they want to take a tank for the rest of the season. Also, the Raiders and the Jaguars can be great spots for him. I'm eager to see what happens. Mazzi says Travis Hunter is a number 1 overall pick, and it doesn't even matter about the rest of the weeks remaining. But I'm excited to see what they do and if they make the college football playoff. That being said, let's leave the college ball to Saturday. Let's leave that talk to another day. Let's get into our nitty gritty, the NFL. We have an interesting topic coming up. It's whether or not there should be conferences in the NFL and whether there should, in turn, be divisions as well. Oh man, I love this question. I've been I've been asked this question a couple of times here in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, and it's really got me thinking. I think there are pros and cons to both sides of this. Truthfully, I don't know where I stand if it comes down to it at the end of the day. Look, no conference, there's pros and cons. The pros are there are the actual best teams with the best record make the playoff and are in there. But on the contrary, we've seen strength of schedule matters. We've seen this in college football, not to bring it back there, but strength of schedule matters. There could be an undefeated team that shouldn't be an undefeated team because they didn't play anybody in the top 25. And then you have a 9-3 team or a 10-3 team that played 5 to 7 top 25 opponents throughout the year and still only managed to lose 3 games the whole year. I love that aspect, but also you can have fakes in that. That's a pro and a con to both sides. I love that it doesn't keep the bad teams as relevant, though. And it's truly down and makes every single matchup, every single week important no matter who you're playing, because all that matters is that record at the end of the day. And then tiebreakers from there. So you put everything into every game. There's no bigger games. There's no division games. But again, on the contrary, I don't know how I feel about that because a division rivalry is what we've grown accustomed to. A division rivalry is what we know and love. And the fans get hyped. There's more pride in those games, whether it's a game that matters or not. It's still a hard-hitting game. But then again, there lies another dilemma. With no conferences, is there a game that doesn't matter anymore? No, they all matter. Interesting topics. If I had to choose one of the two, I think I'm going to stick with the way it is. I don't think it's broken the way it is. I don't think it needs fixing. If it comes down to it, I like divisions. I like being able to group teams and know that they have their rivalry in their geographical area, and we're going to see somebody represented from this part of the country or this type of offense or this type of team from this type of division. I love that dynamic to it. I think it adds more depth. I think having conferences only or no conferences at all just makes it a for everybody, and there's no pride in the area of which you play football. A prime example was last Monday night, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns. That's AFC North football. Okay, that's AFC North football, and that's just how it is. Like if you don't know the feeling of that, it's hard to explain. But I'm saying keep it the way it is. Don't try to change anything that isn't broken. That's all I'm about to say. Okay. Now we have a lot more to talk about on here. I want to spend some time on these last 3 topics. We have Daniel Jones going to Minnesota coming up. But first, we're going to have a word from Atlanta Stakes. Welcome back. Happy that you're still here. We're moving right along in this episode of the Extra Point, the Thanksgiving edition. All right, Daniel Jones has signed to a new team. He had been released by the Giants this past week. No surprise to about 99.9% of people. Tommy Cutlets, Danny Dimes getting benched for Tommy Cutlets. Love it. Such a New York saying right there. Gets released from the Giants. Picked up by the Vikings. I am absolutely ecstatic for both of these teams. I mean, both of these parties in this exchange, the Vikings team and Daniel Jones himself. First off, I'd love to talk about Daniel Jones. I always gave him a tough time. I don't really think he is all that of a quarterback. I gave him a tough time in New York, but I still respect him as a quarterback, and I think with a great team around him, he can be a quarterback that can just get the job done and do what the team needs to win if his team is truly that great. And I think that's a situation that he's running into in Minnesota. Now, Sam Darnold's got this spot locked in after this absurd comeback year that he's having. Something has to break at some point. Seen this Cinderella story before, and we've seen this to Sam Darnold before. Something is going to have to break at some point for him, unfortunately, whether it's in the playoffs or in this final stretch of the season. And I think Minnesota's actually just playing on that. And if something does go, they have Daniel Jones in their back pocket, which is honestly not that bad of a backup to have on your bench. I'm taking Daniel Jones as a backup over probably 25 of the other backups in the league for sure, without question. So I am absolutely ecstatic to see what can be done. I think Kevin O'Connell has done something great with Sam Darnold here and revamped him in some way. I don't think any other coach has got through to him the way he is, or maybe Sam Darnold was just sick of it and it clicked and it all hit, and Kevin O'Connell was the guy to make it happen with them. I'm not sure, but hell, I'm loving the connection that's happening in Minnesota. I can't, their team around the quarterback as well is unbelievable. You got Justin Jeffrey, you got Jordan Addison, you got the running back over there, Aaron Jones staying who he is all the time. You got a great O line, you got a very solid defense as well. You got a great fan base, great head coach, great offense, great defensive coach as well. And you just added another backup piece at quarterback. You're a pretty solid team rolling, looking to roll right into the playoffs here, but the NFC is very tough. So as much as I love the moves and everything that's going down, I still don't think this makes Minnesota a team to watch out for or think that they will be in the dance come Super Bowl time or flirting around with an NFC championship. I do think it's a first round or second round exit for the Vikings, regardless of if Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold is at quarterback on this team. So, that being said, we're moving right along to talking a little bit more about some more quarterbacks in the league, but these are the young guns. Not saying Daniel Jones is old, but we got some of the best rookie quarterbacks that we've seen in a long time come through here. And honestly, it's exciting for everybody. It's exciting for me. I love watching these guys play, and I love the numbers that they're putting up. I want to give a quick shout out to Spencer Rattler. He's not making the cut on this list that I'm talking about because he hasn't made enough games yet in his career, but I've liked what I've seen from him. I still would love to see more of a sample size and see him continue to grow, but I wish him the best of luck. So we're looking at 4 main quarterbacks that are starting this year, rookies from this year's draft. We have started off in Denver with the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix killing it this year for Denver. 7-5 record coming off a close win over the Las Vegas Raiders. And 2,500 yards on the season, over 2,500 yards on the season, 16 TDs, 6 interceptions, QBR of 5.9, ranks 21st overall QBs. The stats are decent. He's ranked in the middle of the pack on touchdowns, and yardage and interceptions, and then as well in the bottom half of QBR. But for a rookie quarterback, he has been getting the wins done. I've loved what I've seen from Bo Nix. Do I think he's put up enough numbers here to be considered the best rookie so far of this draft? No, I do not. Do I think by the end of this regular season he will be that guy? I think he might be. Denver's got a little bit of a favorable schedule left, not too favorable, but very good potential for him to put some numbers up, get some huge wins for this team, and catapult this team as far as they want to go in the playoffs. I think this team can really cause some havoc for some of these top teams here and just get them into a dogfight and end up knocking one of these big name teams out. But we'll keep it on the down low. I don't want to spread it out there. That's not the hot take of the week. That's coming up in a little bit. Moving right down the list of these rookie QBs, we have Caleb Williams, who has been a disappointment for me personally this year. I thought the Chicago Bears were going to be a lot better team. Now, that necessarily doesn't fall all on Caleb Williams' shoulders, but a lot of it does. He is bottom ranking in about all the categories. He's a lower QBR than Bo Nix. He's got less passing yards on the season. He's got about the same interceptions, and he's got less TDs on the season for him as well. 2,300 yards for Caleb Williams, 11 TDs, 5 interceptions, QBR 48.9. Just not getting it done as a rookie. He's ranked 26 in QBR. That means he's only outdoing a couple of these guys out here when it comes down to the statistics all the way around. Not good enough. I thought he was going to come out here ball. His offense is strong. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Romeo Odunze, decent O-lines, had his problems throughout the season, though. And with a strong defense on the other side, just can't put up points. I don't understand what's going on there. It's been a disappointment for him. I thought Caleb was going to come out here as the most ready to go. He was the most talked about. I believed into the hype this time. I thought, hey, they got to get one right? Nope, wrong again. Not ready to play. Not sure if it's the whole his talent or if it's the system of Chicago that never seems to work. Probably a mixture of both, but it just hasn't been there for Caleb Williams this year. So we're going to move along to someone that surprised some people this year, some people being myself. You might know me as the Patriots fan. I'm not going to be biased this week at all towards the Patriots, but I am going to slide Drake May's name into this conversation because he was drafted this year. He is a rookie quarterback, and he has been starting the majority of the games for the New England Patriots this season. He's got 1,400 yards, 10 TDs, 7 interceptions, a QBR of 57.7. That's 19th. That's ahead of Bo Nix. That's ahead of Caleb Williams. The man has been doing it, and he's single-handedly keeping these Patriots in games and not getting blown out. They probably should have lost by 50 to Miami last week if it wasn't for Drake May being able to make some throws and lead some drives down the field, and Hunter Henry make some catches, and then Bourne make a catch, do a touchdown celebration that nobody knows what he's doing. That being said, Drake May has been making a living with his legs, running all over the place, and I'm loving his passion and how he runs, and he's fearless as well. He's not going to take a dumb hit, but he will take a hit to make the play. That's what I love about Drake May, and I'm very excited for the future of the New England Patriots and Drake May and what pieces they could possibly put around him. Hopefully the likes of a Travis Hunter. Drake, I know you're trying to win these games, but, maybe just, all right. We're going to keep it at that. We'll keep it rolling, but we have one more person to talk about on here. Jalen Daniels, the rookie quarterback with the Washington Commanders. 2,600 yards this season, 12 TDs, 5 interceptions, and QBR 66.5, ranked 8th in QBR. The numbers speak for itself. The wins speak for itself. The vibes of the Washington Commanders fans speak for themselves. The games on TV speak for themselves. The arm speaks for itself. The leg speaks for itself. There's very little to complain about Jalen Daniels. He's definitely the best rookie quarterback at this moment that has come out of the 2024 NFL draft. If I'm looking at it to the end of the season, though, I do see some hurdles coming ahead for Jalen Daniels, and it's truly up to him. If he rises to the occasion and beats these tough teams down the stretch, he's fully the best quarterback from the draft. If he tends to waver, fumble, and stall out and give leeway to one of these other Bo Nix or Drake May type players to sneak in and have better weeks than he does, that may happen as well. I'm hoping to see a great battle down the stretch. We might even see two rookie quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, Bo Nix and Jalen Daniels. That's the hottest take of the day right there. I'm just kidding with you. Truly, I don't think that's going to happen. Go Lions, right? All right, we have the picks of the week coming up here. But first, we're going to hear from Viva.
Jared, hey, we're going to need you to tone it down with the Summer Friday thing, okay?
What are you talking about?
Well, for one, it's not summer anymore.
Oh, really?
Coconut. Also, who is this?
I'm the caddy.
Oh, he's my intern.
Sorry, intern. I'm his intern.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
No golfing in the office, okay? Summer Fridays are over. You can keep the Hawaiian shirt, but the rest of the stuff, all right? Are you grilling?
Oh, yeah. Did you want a burger or a hot dog?
No, grilling in the office.
That's a good point. We should take this outside.
No, that don't. You put that right back down.
Yo, it's all in the hips.
Oh, dude, come on, we gotta go. Let's go.
Welcome back. We have the picks of the week coming to you here live on the Extra Point. It's jam-packed this weekend. We have our Thanksgiving Day games on Thursday, 3 of them slated at 12:30, 4:30, and 8:20 at night. We have a Black Friday day game for you at 3 o'clock. We have a slate of Sunday games for you and a Sunday night and a Monday night cap to add to it. Football is in full swing, and I love it. I'm back in the Northeast, bundled up, seeing the leaves change. I love it. We're going to look at our first matchup of the week. It's coming to you live from Detroit. A classic matchup. The Chicago Bears visiting the Detroit Lions in Detroit, Ford Field. I don't know if this is much of a matchup this year, but I hope to see a good game. Realistically, if you look at it on paper, this should be a very high-scoring affair that's close. Realistically, what you're going to see is the Detroit Lions put up over 30 points and the Bears struggle to score 20 points. That's what we're going to see happen here time and time again, all season long. That's what we've seen. There'll be some nice drives by the Bears, then they'll fall apart, unfortunately, give up a lot, get down by a lot, chip away a little bit, but never really get within striking distance. They almost had it in Minnesota last week, which was a shock because with a minute left, there was no chance, but they did it. Give me Detroit all day long. Give me them +7 for sure. Over a touchdown. It's a division game. I get it. I just don't see it from Chicago. I just don't see it. They lose these games time and time again. If it's going to be a close game and Eberflus is the coach, they're going to lose the game. So, give me Detroit 34-20. Moving forward, another classic team to play on Thanksgiving, the Dallas Cowboys, are hosting the New York Giants. Oh boy, what a game this is going to be. A truly This is going to go one of two ways. Okay, this is truly going to be one of the ugliest football games you've seen, or this is going to be one of the most exciting football games you've seen. There's either going to be a ton of points or there's going to be absolutely no points. It's a toss-up when it comes down to this. It's a coin flip at best. I'm looking at both the teams. Dallas off a nice win. New York, another loss. Something's got to go right for New York. Maybe they can put it together in Dallas, but I'm taking Dallas at home on Thanksgiving Day. Give me Dallas. Give me CeeDee Lamb and Cooper Rush over whoever's quarterback for the New York Giants and whoever's catching passes. Malik Nabers, you need a quarterback. All right, we have another matchup on Thanksgiving, the final one of the day, 8:20 p.m. The Miami Dolphins are going to Green Bay Lambeau Field in late November to take on the Packers. And this looks like a home team sweep of the day for the NFL. Give me the Packers at home to beat the Miami Dolphins. It's just not it. Miami does not play well this time of year, especially in the cold. Green Bay's defense is strong. Green Bay's offense is stronger. They're at home. They're in their element. It's Thanksgiving Day. It's going to be smash mouth. I expect this to be a fun game, but end of the day, I'm taking Green Bay to beat Miami and give me the spread. Give me Detroit over 3.5. We have a Black Friday matchup. I was going to say while you're waiting in line, but nobody does that anymore, and it would have been way too late, so I don't know why. We have Las Vegas going out to Kansas City in a game that maybe was a throwaway game, so they decided to put it in the middle of the day on Black Friday. Give me Kansas City at home all day. Who's the quarterback of Las Vegas? I thought they were going to beat Denver. That didn't work out. They literally blew the chance to beat them, I think, 2 or 3 times. I didn't get to watch the whole game, but I was watching the box score throughout the day because I said that they beat them, and I thought they were about to beat them, and then they lost it, of course. So give me Kansas City at home, no problem over the Raiders. The line's 13. I think it might be closer than that, but just based on the Panthers game last week, I don't know if the Panthers just came to play against Kansas City, but 13 seems high. We took the 10 last week. That was too much as well. It was a 3-point game. We have a Sunday slate of games. Nothing crazy jumping off the page this week, but some solid games, honestly. So Sunday we have Los Angeles Chargers visiting the Atlanta Falcons. The 500 Kirk Cousins, Mr. 500, the 500 Atlanta Falcons, or what is to be the 500 Atlanta Falcons, 6-5 right now after this week. A at-home loss to the Chargers is going to happen. Put them at 6-6. Kirk Cousins is as 500 as they come across the board, wins, losses, everything, touchdowns, completions, whatever you want to do, games played, 50-50. That's Kirk Cousins. He should get it tatted on him. I'll pay for the tattoo if he wants it. If he wants it nice and go to his special guy, you got to split it with me. All right. Shout out Kirk Cousins. I got you. Respect you for being average all the time. All right. Moving forward. We have another matchup going down. The Pittsburgh Steelers are visiting the 4-7 Cincinnati Bengals, and Joe Burrow. Division matchup should be a fun game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people are expecting. Steelers coming off a tough loss in the division to the Cleveland Browns in a half normal game, half snow game. Steelers on the road. I don't know how I'm feeling about this team right now. Putting up 18 and then 19 points in consecutive weeks. I know the division rivals got another division rival game today. If the Steelers score over 20, I think they win. If they stay in the teens, they're going to lose. I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the road because they should win this game. But I would not be surprised if Cincinnati covers and wins this game, okay? They have Cincinnati at -3. I might take Pittsburgh in this game on the money line. On the points. But give me Pittsburgh to win this game with an asterisk next to it because I'm not confident in it as I should be. We have Arizona fighting for their division, going up against Minnesota, who's still streaking along and still in the hunt for their division as well. They're going to need some help, but they're still hanging with the pack over there. Arizona, not known to play well in these games, not known to play well against any winning teams recently with Kyler Murray at the helm. So he's got to get one, right? I'm going with the logic, the illogical logic of he's got to get one. Give me Arizona on the road to beat Minnesota. Sam Darnold's got to have an off day, and Kyler Murray has to have a good day at some point. So let me see it happen this week. Arizona to beat Minnesota. I don't know. I think they get it. They get it done. Indianapolis Colts visiting the New England Patriots. If you were with us earlier this week, I said Indianapolis Colts might run it. Their schedule is not that bad. I think they should go to New England and win this game, but this might be one of the games of the week. I believe it'll be close. Drake May is doing everything for those New England Patriots and trying everything in his bag of tricks to get them W's. They just can't seem to hold it together for the whole thing. But hey, it's going to be an interesting game. I hate picking against the Patriots right now, but it's just not the time for them to rattle off wins. There's nothing to really win for right now except confidence and pride. Shout out Drake May for all you're doing, but give me Indianapolis to beat New England in a tight game. Definitely see it. Maybe a 3-point game-winning field goal at the end for Indianapolis. We have a nicer matchup than most people think. Seattle is visiting New York. New York out of pretty much every mathematical way into the playoffs there is. Seattle at the top of their division, hoping to stay there. And I definitely think they do. They're going to go into New York and win a tough road game. New York will play them hard. Geno Smith is on a mission this year. He's been on a mission since the preseason. I saw it in his eyes, and I saw it in his gameplay. Give me Seattle on the road to win a tough game in New York. We're moving ahead to Tennessee and Washington. This will be a closer game than people think as well. If you're looking at it on paper, Washington should win by probably 10. Tennessee beat Houston last week in a tough division game. Tennessee going to come and play these Washington Commanders tough. And Washington can't seem to score, doesn't seem to want to throw it till the end of the game, third and fourth quarter late, because they're scared to lose the game. Air it out, and this game is over by halftime, okay? Give me Washington at home in a closer game than people think, merely based on the game plan. If they air it out from the jump, it's a blowout. Moving right along, we got more games to talk about. I think we got about 6, 7 left. We got the Houston Texans visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars, another division game. I think it'll be hard fought. Houston off a tough loss against their division opponent, the Tennessee Titans, needs to win this game to really solidify their top spot in the division as the Colts creep in. Nothing really to worry about too much if they lose it, but I think momentum-wise, confidence-wise, and for where they want to go, they need to win this game. I think they win this game. I think they cover the 4-point spread, give them by a touchdown. Moving along, we got the Los Angeles Rams visiting the New Orleans Saints. I'm liking the Rams on the road. Give me the Rams. I'm looking for the Rams to also possibly run the tables in these last 5, 6 weeks and sneak into the playoffs from their division. Watch out, Seattle and Arizona. All right, Los Angeles on the road in New Orleans. Looking at Tampa Bay visiting Carolina, I'm a little worried about this one. Carolina put up a showing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Tampa Bay still without its weapons. Don't know how well they are when they come back and if they are fully healthy. Give me Carolina at home for a major upset this Sunday. This next game is the game of the week. The Philadelphia Eagles are visiting the Baltimore Ravens in what should be the best game of the week. High-powered offense versus high-powered offense, 1 and 2 rushing in the league. Great defense versus solid defense. all-around talent at every single position against all-around talent at every single position. What more can we say? I wish this was a prime time night game because, gosh darn it, we're getting a huge game at 4:30 on Sunday. I'm loving it after what I saw from the Eagles. I don't think the Ravens even have a shot. I'm taking the Eagles on the road to beat Baltimore in Baltimore with King Henry and Lamar Jackson on the other side. It's crazy. I know we're going to have to see what happens. If you can't tell, I'm stoked. Okay? We have two last games to pick. Sunday night, the San Francisco 49ers are visiting the Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia is ready to break the tables, break it down, and get San Fran out of town with a loss. San Francisco probably ending up this season with 10 losses. Mark my words. I said it last week. They lost. On to this week, probably a loss by more than a touchdown from Josh Allen. Josh Allen looking like an MVP of the league. Saquon putting his name in that conversation after this past week. But Josh Allen, a true MVP, leading a team to glory, possibly even a top spot in the AFC soon. Give me Buffalo at home to dismantle the 49ers. Finally, let's wrap it up. Monday night might be a good game. Sneaky Monday night game. Cleveland Browns visiting Denver. Cleveland off a win. Jameis Winston going to bring the energy. As you know, he's going to bring the catchphrases as well. Love when all his interviews, all his prep talks, and all his language, everything. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to get him to win the football game on the road in Denver. Give me Denver in a mile high. Bo Nix having a great rookie campaign. I think he continues that. And I think at the end of the year, we say Bo Nix was the best rookie quarterback out of the class of 2024. Give me Denver at home to beat the Cleveland Browns. Those are a pick. Lock in what you want to lock in. Don't lock in what you don't want to, but always lock in. All right, stay with me now. I'm Mazzi. This is the Extra Point. Well, thank you. We are so thankful that you are here with us. You spend time with us. I hope that you have a great Thanksgiving. X behind the camera, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Live Zone, Jeff, everybody at East Coast Sports Investors, the whole production team, everybody behind the scenes, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. All the fans, all the people that watch, all the enthusiastic sports people, hope you have a great Thanksgiving as well. Follow me on X, Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, Maserati1. You can find our content on all platforms. Go to Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify. It's on there. East Coast Sports Investors, Live Zone Sports, Live Zone Sports Plus. Whatever you need, you can find us there. Just remember, we're here weekly, going live. New videos all the time. New guests all the time. All you have to do, stay tuned.